What's up, everybody? It is that time again on Dave's Man Cave, Dave's Watch Emporium. Gotta put the freaking watch I'm gonna review. Hold on. Is that it? Yup. Grabbed the wrong box. Grabbed an empty one. Anyway, it is another Pagani design. It's one that looked really interesting to me. Of course, they all do. But it's a little different. At least I'm hoping it'll be. They're only $100. It's a nice cheap watch. It uses a Seiko VK63 movement, 100-meter water resistant. It's going to be a little on the smaller side for me, but I think it'll be all right. Sapphire glass, and it's got a chronograph, so a lot of value there. It is an homage watch, which obviously is a Pagani. Most of their designs are homages. I really would like to see them do more of their own work, mainly because they make nice watches. They use typically, most of the time, they use Seiko movements. It'd be really cool if they kind of did their own thing, because they can clearly make a nice case. They can manufacture a nice watch to pretty good specs, and they're using good internals. So I think it'd be neat to see that. But this is an homage. I know some people are like, oh, homage. It is what it is. This is an homage for an AP watch, the maker of the Royal Oak. The watch that this is an homage of is a $36,000 watch. I will never be in a position, most likely, to drop that kind of money on a watch. I make good money. I don't make that kind of money. So yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, homages are fine, because it's not like, oh, this cost AP a sale because I went with the Pagani. Nobody that is buying this watch is going to buy the AP, and nobody that was looking for an AP would even consider, an homage or a Pagani. So let me get the plastic wrap off. This is what we're looking at. This is the model YS008. It is a 41 millimeter case. It only weighs like 78.5 grams. It's got a Japanese VK, so I think it's a Seiko. It's a VK63 movement. The lugs are, nice. The lugs are 20 millimeter. The bracelet material is leather-backed, kind of, they're calling it carbon fiber, but it's almost like a canvas. It's actually kind of nice. I'm not sure if I'll keep that, or I've got a gazillion watch bands in my watch toolkit. I've got a set of quick detach genuine leather, Ritchie leather. So in black leather with the alligator skin print. I may try throwing that on to see if I like it, but this looks nice. It looks like it'll be comfortable. It seems like a pretty cool watch so far. So let me go ahead and get this stupid tag off. And why am I struggling with this? Let's see, because the cord is really short, so there's not a ton of slack. It'll be just barely enough to get out there. All right, cool. So what do we have? They have these in different colors. You can get them with, I think a couple of them have bracelets. You can certainly, I'll put the link in the description, but you've got a blue-faced one, but I've already got some blue-faced watches. I don't have a lot of black-faced watches. I've got a couple, like one of my Citizens, my Tissot, but like my Orient, one of my favorite little watches, got a really nice, brilliant blue. My Seiko, blue, although it's a darker blue, it's probably not showing up as much here. My Tissot Chrono XL, blue. Even my my Victorinox, which I could not get this thing size. It's either too tight or too loose. So unless I can find, no, actually go on another half link, because if I remove that half link, it doesn't make it any better. So I have a red rubber strap from Archer or Barton, one of those coming tomorrow. And it's like a deeper, like dark blood red that I think will go really nice with this. That's the problem with the butterflies. You can either get them to dial in perfectly, like I've got on my Longines, which I love this watch. I was able to get that one sized perfect, so not a problem. Oh, blue dial, another blue dial, probably one of the nicest blue dials. Love this freaking watch. So, yeah, let's put the Pagani on. Let's go ahead and just review the specs real quick again. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Sapphire glass, carbon fiber band, although I think, oh no, these are 22s. Damn it. I had a really nice set of leather straps, but those are 22s, my Archer. I'll have to look around and see if I got a 20 somewhere. But this is not a bad looking strap. We'll go ahead and put this on the wrist, see how it looks. It'll probably need to break in just a little bit to be comfortable, but it is very soft. It's kind of supple. Feels kind of rugged. I don't know what that, I'm assuming it's just kind of like nylon-ish material. It is borderline too, it's literally as small as I can go. I always say I'm like in the 42 to 44 range is my preferred. This is, it's 41, and it's just barely in the size that I would want. So Pagani makes some decent freaking watches. Let's see, is the date set? No, so I have to set the date and stuff like that. It is not a screw down crown, so this one only has 100-meter water resistance. Not 100% sure I would necessarily trust it. Let's see, was the time set? Yeah, actually the time was set right. It's just the date that's off, so we'll set that a little bit later. You've got a chronograph. And it's like, I think it's the VK63, I believe is like the Mecha Quartz. So you've got your sweeping second hand. All right, stop, and then it goes snap, almost like a mechanical, which is kind of cool. So your complication on the bottom is the seconds, not tied to the stopwatch. And then you've got your minutes for the stopwatch. And then over here is a 24-hour indicator. So I'm assuming that is going to be, let's see, when I rotate the time, does that one rotate with it? Yeah. So I'll have to go through and set the time on this, set the date. Here's the back. It is a screw-on back, not screw-down. So there are screws, but it's a little different than the other Paganis. When I look at, this one's on a NATO strap, so I'm probably, this one has a screw-down back. It's got a whole bunch of engraving on it underneath there. You can't see through it. This one's quartz. This is a homage to the Speedmaster from Omega, basically the Moonwatch. And then, of course, I've got the other Moonwatch, the Belova lunar pilot. So this is just a wee bit bigger than that. But again, beautiful watch. Pagani makes a nice watch. You can say, well, they should. They're copying iconic designs. Yeah, but their execution's really damn good. And then we've got the one that I reviewed the other day, last week, I guess it was a week ago, is the Pagani 1671 or something like that. And it's the homage to the Tudor Black Bay 58, I believe. And this one is an automatic, and this one does have a screw-down back, sapphire glass front and back, and it's got an automatic movement with the see-through exhibition case. So both of these, I mean, all the Paganis I've had, I think there was one that I was kind of about, something about it just didn't quite gel with me. But all the rest that I've had, I mean, this has been a great watch. It keeps excellent time. I've had it for several months. I haven't had to set the time. It's within a minute of what I set it for 4 or 5 months ago whenever I bought it. So it's just a nice quartz watch. It's got a chronograph. I really like this on the James Bond style NATO strap. I think that looks very good, very classic. But this new one is a copy of an AP. And AP, it was like a weird number, like 11.95, some kind of a strange, it wasn't like Royal Oak. I didn't see that it had like a normal name. It just went by like the model number or something. And I did look it up, and it is a $36,000 watch, which is not in the cards for old Dave's man cave. But I think it's really cool. I mean, it's got that sort of almost Transformers-ish kind of look on the back, but it's just very neat. It's nice. It's a neat design. When you look at the lugs, I mean, check that out. Those are see-through. You can almost see my eye right through that. So they've got see-through lugs. How they attach is where it meets up here. You'll see there's just an itty-bitty gap, and it just basically rests slightly up against that. It's all part of the bottom. So when you unscrew the bottom, the whole thing, this top piece right here will come out, and the bottom, the case with the lugs and the straps will stay on the bottom. And that's how you get to change the battery every few years. It is all stainless steel. I think it's probably the standard, what's a 316L or whatever it is. It's all stainless steel. That's a nice little watch. I'm going to see what other straps I have that will fit that, although they're not bad looking by any means. I mean, I think that's a kind of a cool strap. My only concern is with the nylon straps where it's a weave, is after a while you might get frayed, but I guess you could just take a lighter real quick and burn the ends off and kind of reseal it, if you will. But it does say genuine leather on the back. Whether you believe it's genuine leather, I don't know, but it uses standard 20 mil lugs. What I don't know is if you can pop these off via a normal spring tool, and it's a spring bar underneath, and those screws are just there for show, or does it have some kind of a screw-in lug where you have to have one little screwdriver on each end, and then it comes out? That's what I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know if that will limit what straps I can use. But that's a very pretty watch. Your date is down there at the, 4:30 position. It's just very clean. I think it would have looked really good in blue. I just have so many blue dials. I was like, you know what? I don't want another blue dial. But you look at the polishing, some of it's mirror polished. Dude, stop fucking around with the damn dish. There's nothing in it. Dogs. You've got, see how you got some rings that are really highly polished? And it's a really good polishing job. I mean, look at that. And then you got the brushed area, so there's like this cool two-tone effect around it. It's just very interesting to me. I saw that and I was like, oh, I don't want another Pagani. But I saw that and I was like, maybe I need another Pagani. It's very nice. Yeah, it's not a Tissot, it's not a Citizen, ProMaster Diver, or my favorite watch currently, which is my Live. I'm going to get a GX1. I'm going to get a GX1 10th second chronograph from them. I just got to figure out what color I want. Wait till I get my $50 credit for buying this one. As soon as that kicks in, I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to get another one of these and do a nice review of that. But that's a beautiful watch. Like, that is... You could wear that for anything. You could wear that to a wedding. You could wear that to work, wear it to a job interview. As long as the guy's not a watch aficionado and goes, holy crap, he's got an AP. And then he's like, you don't. That might work against you in a job interview if the guy's a watch fanatic. But for most people that just want a nice looking watch that's got a cool classic design, again, I don't look at these as counterfeits. I don't look at them as, oh, you're trying to be a poser. It's just a nice looking watch. If I didn't know that this was an AP clone or homage, and I just saw this on a shelf, I'd go, oh, that's a nice looking dress watch, but it's kind of sporty. It's got a chronograph. It's not too dressy. It's kind of in between. I wouldn't think anything of it. I'd go, yeah, it's got a quartz, Seiko movement. Mecha quartz is okay. I would buy that. The fact that it is a clone of something, to me, isn't always why I buy it, unless I just happen to know about it, and that's how I see it. Like this, I'm like, oh, I really like that Tudor. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to spend $6,000 on a Tudor yet. So that's where I go, and I'm like, well, who's got a nice homage? Let me wear it. Let me see if it's one that makes it high into my rotation and that I actually do enjoy, or if it's just, it looks good on paper and I like the idea of it. And when I get it, I'm just kind of like, and I never really wear it. That tells me whether I would have wasted my money. If I really like it, then maybe that's something I save up for, or wait till I get a bigger commission check and I go buy it, right? I like the try before you buy, which I've done with knives and other things as well. So to get a watch that, it's a Seiko basically in a chassis that's made to look like something else, but you're basically buying a Seiko. It may be lower level Seiko, but there's nothing wrong with Seiko. So that is the YS as in Sam 008. And it's a really nice dial. It's a little busy, but I like the contrast. It's very easy to pick up the hands at a glance and see what time it is. The other complications are nice. The crown looks nice. I like that lug design. It's a really beautiful watch. And again, looking at the rings alternating between that mirror polish and then the brushed area, it's a beautiful, beautiful watch for $100. If you had it for 5 years and it died or something, or you broke it, it's a difference. It's $100. It's not a big deal. So there you have it. Pagani Designs. Another one, I think one of their nicer looking ones. That's actually a really beautiful watch. I would say that's better looking than the Tudor, and it's much more in line with their homage to the Omega. I mean, there's some similarities there, but definitely the fit and finish and the quality is definitely up there. What I like about it is this has the bezel, and it's not big like a diving watch, but here it's just a little bit smaller, so the actual dial itself is just that little bit bigger, a little bit more legible. There's a little bit more of a dial. So anyway, I'm going to go set the time on this and go see if I can find a different strap, although I may just wear that one and see how I like it. But there it is. Pagani, another design. I think they knocked it out of the park. Again, not their design. Another inspired design. Another execution. Let's say that. It's a great execution. Looks like a very nice watch. We'll see how it holds up over time. But have a good one. We'll talk to you guys next time.